could try to slink past the guards, but I'm going to pause you while you're deciding. Grum, you're the last to get dragged away. They're pulling you by your feet manacles, not by your hand manacles. Are you trying to slip out of them to get away, or are you letting them drag you downstairs like the rest of your friends? And friends is a strong word. Associates might be better.
What do I see?
People I don't kill.
Again.
Well, they drag you from here. This is where you were at originally. And they are dragging you towards this door to the basement, the cellars. You can break free, and I promise I will punish the shit out of you.
Yeah,
or you can let them drag you. Your choice.
Yeah, I'll go through the door. I want to see what we're up against.
They drag you through the door, and off in the corner, you see a shadow of something pushed into the corner with that nice check you made earlier. Don't see Slurg anywhere, but just like a mound with like a blanket over it. As they drag you into the door, they drag you down the stairs. Thunk, 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 thunk. Between two myrmidons, and they take you to the second room as you get to the bottom of the stairs. They open the door.
What was just played, Matt? Did you see that?
I mean, look. Go ahead.
Keep going.
That's what happens. They're getting ready to toss you in the room.
The room where we are?
Yeah, where am I?
No, individual rooms.
Oh, can we whisper to each other at least?
You don't know yet. He's the last person to get stuffed in, and then we'll decide that.
And
I've getting 15 loyalty, improve standing by 1 level, or change standing by 1 level. I'm assuming improve.
All right, Brian, you have loyalty to spend by the end of this.
I've got one too. Right?
Oh, Grum does.
Did. So.
All right, so guards drag you down.
What does that do again? The standing.
So, for example, if they hate you, it'll change their social standing by 1. But if you look at if you go into the here, I can
send it to me. Yeah.
Social combat, bink.
To be fair, it could be up or down.
It could be up or down. I mean, because you could make somebody hate you if you want. But if you scroll down to the socials, those are your different versions. It basically is helpful, friendly, neutral, unfriendly, and hostile. Right now, they are unfriendly to you, you think, because they're not beating your ass right now.
So what do I do? So
if you want to change one to neutral, you could.
Yes.
But they're going to toss you in your room.
That's fine.
All right. So one of the guards tosses you into the room. Do you undo your manacles before they get a chance to?
No, I'm going to wait till they shut the door.
Oh, they're going to take your manacles off once you're in the room.
Oh.
And then chain you to the wall.
Yeah, but well, I can still get out of that, right?
They don't know that.
I know, but I'm saying I'll wait till I'm going to.
All right, so they lock you in the room.
Yep.
The guard looks through and he goes, to be honest, I really liked you in the arena. I'm sad to see it go this way. And he turns and starts to walk from the door.
Good job. Good job, Lewis.
That's right.
Are you going to spend a social on him to make him?
Yes.
All right, so he will go from neutral to friendly.
Ooh.
Now, what do I do? Did you knock that off of my character? Didn't there a spot on the character that you said we track that with? The social?
For social state? No, that's for when you take damage when people are beating on you socially.
Okay.
Do you say anything to him? What do you do to get the rile out of him for him going from neutral to friendly? What do you say to him?
What is he's one of the Myrmidons, or he's just a jailer?
He's one of the Myrmidons. Yep.
And he was there in the arena with us.
He's watched you fight before, and he says he always liked you in the arena because you fought numerous battles over the years you've been training here.
And I'll just placate him with a little bit that I can see that he can looks like he has the skills and abilities that he could handle himself too. All the kind of like we are should always stick together. And so I recognize
for a while, and the guards leave the doors, and about 15 minutes later, while you're undoing your manacles from the wall, I'm going to assume you're just going to get them undone because you have the ability to do it. Mm-hmm. He comes back and opens the door, cracks it just enough to talk to you. He says, "My name's Vel." He's like, "You think I could have been a gladiator?"
Without a doubt, Clell. They call me Grum.
Grum,
You've
You realize you're just in the wrong place at the wrong time, right?
That's my life.
He's actually friendly. He's being friendly. He comes in and shuts the door. It's just you and him in the room.
Well, I'm still. I don't want him to know that I've got the manacles off, right?
So they're just unlocked, but
Yeah.
still on your hands.
Yeah.
All right, good
Yeah.
job, Wookie.
Yeah. Okay. That's right. So
He goes.
I've
I
always been in
you
the
think I
wrong
could be a
place.
gladiator, huh?
I know it. I can see it in you.
Yeah.
You have the
Like it,
eyes.
then. Of a killer? I
You
mean,
can see it.
maybe.
No, you can look deep. Trust me.
Well, with the arena, don't they say not to trust Grum? Isn't that like rule number 1?
With this face, baby, how can you not? This is what love is, and I just caress.
He looks over your scarred face,
Yeah.
slightly horrified.
Yeah.
He goes,
I did this for love. Trust me. If I do this for
Okay.
love,
I'm going to see where you're pulling that out. All right.
okay.
okay. Stop face palming.
He's like, listen, I'll bring you some extra food tonight, man. I gotta be honest, the dinner tomorrow, they're bringing in some other Lanistas and Dominus to purchase some of the gladiators from here. I'll do my best to help you out.
How long have you been involved with this group?
I've worked for Blythe. I don't know. He made me. I don't know.
All right.
And he kind of like rubs the amethyst that's on his left collarbone.
Do I recognize that as something, or is that like a controller, or
You could make a roll if you'd like.
Perception.
Do you have anything to help you?
I just make nice?
This would be
keys?
more arcane knowledge of some form.
Did
Do you have any
Grum
professions?
see that? Did Grum see that when I hit the first one and he saw the arc of energy?
Sure.
From
Sure.
Yeah.
I would say you saw it. His
Okay.
veins lit up purple.
Oh, okay. So,
Do you have anything? What are your professions?
I'm all thief based. I'm all deception and thief.
And then you're looking at a roll with 2 banes. There's a chance you could get it.
What role is that though?
Intellect.
Intellect. It's a 0.
So you can,
Okay.
hey man,
Here
2
we go.
banes. So roll that in 2 banes.
Tube. So that's a -2.
Unless
right?
anyone's got something to help him out right now.
No,
Anybody
it's
got a card?
2d6, and you take the higher.
You take the higher of it, and that minuses from your roll.
Okay,
Right.
so don't hit the intellect and roll boons. Then is what you're saying.
Well, hit intellect. It should ask you for your
That's
banes.
right.
You just
Put-
hit minus.
-2. That's what I was saying. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Here we go.
You're good. You're doing it right. You're doing it right.
And what was that +6 that I got? That was already done. For
What was that? That was
Brian,
for.
that's for third.
No, Grum got one too. I got one of the standing, the +6 on the roll. I thought earlier, maybe not.
No,
Okay.
no. You
Okay.
got just the straight change
Okay.
and
Nope.
influence.
you. This is why you have a friendly man with you right now.
Yeah, I didn't get it. I got a 4. Oh well.
You don't recognize it. You understand that it glimmers. Once in a while, you'll see like a vein pulse in purple. These guys are corded. They are built. And like actually built. Like they don't look normal. He's like, I'll bring you extra food. Now I'll do what I can for you.
If you can, let me know about my companions too. I would just like to know that they're here.
Sure. And I will
Please.
cut from there. I'm gonna go to Zach's. Zach's, you can hear conversation. There are windows out the back underground. They're small ones, about yay big, like a block, where air can get in down here. Like if you're growing mushrooms or anything like that in these cellars, not have to crawl out, but you can hear the conversation next door going on between Grum and him. You can't pick it all up, but bits and pieces.
Ass kicking.
Your mask is glowing. My question to you is, do you wear your mask always, or do you take it off when you're in private?
No, I think I try to wear it all the time.
You wear it, and once in a while when you close your eyes, either to rest or your blinks become longer and they become strenuous, and you can feel an extra heartbeat that isn't your own, and it's coming from the mask. And as you go to pull, it feels attached. You have 1 mark of darkness for killing Elvarex.
No!
Or chopping his legs. And the mask is now fused to your face.
Finally, it won't act accidentally fall off.
Not like a pair of glasses. You got the sports band.
I do.
You can hear the conversation next door. The guards bring gruel to you and they slide it underneath the crack under the door. It's not good food. What do you
that's
do for the
okay.
next 24 hours sitting in this room?
Well, I am used to serving masters, so I'm ready to serve this guy. The old Ludus master was weak, and he bred weakness in his Lamista and his other trainers. And if they were so badass, they wouldn't have been crucified with me cutting their legs off. So this is just a new day for Zox. This is not the first time I've been thrown into the cell and fed gruel. So, but I do think that Grum and Solvik and that little fucking stinky rat goblin thing were the best of that crew. So I whisper over to Grum, hey man, are you gonna try to escape? Because I think you're just gonna get fucking killed. So let's just play the game, and someday you can be cutting the legs off Blythe.
Grum, do you respond to that? The guard is not in the room when he does this. He's obviously waited for the Myrmidon to leave.
And I'm
And
probably
Solvik, you're above them.
I'll wait. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm out of my
Solvik, you're above
shackles.
them. You can hear this conversation from below, like the floor that you're in, and you're in this all stone room. They have two guards posted outside of your window because it is larger. A human could crawl out of it. You would be like pushing yourself through the window.
Mhm.
You can hear them talking about this as well. Up to you if you respond at all. Slurg, you can be wherever the fuck you want because you have freedom.
Yeah, and I mentioned Solvik by name. I say, hey, Grum, you, me, Solvik, and the sheriff should watch each other's backs and ride it out, man.
I'm already, he may be surprised because I'm already out of my manacles and I'm probably right next to the wall. And he'll hear, my voice will be right next to him, probably shake that. I might shake
You're
that
already
mask off.
free. Nice
Yes.
work.
Way ahead of you there, buddy.
Yeah. Well, okay.
So, but you think it's worth it to stay here?
Where are we gonna go?
I know.
I'm far from home. My mom was burned alive. I know I tell this story a lot, so I won't bore you with it again.
Well, I'm far from my home of Freehold, so there's no doubt.
Has anyone
about that.
asked the question if you burned your mom alive?
Hey, man, I don't like the line that's questioning.
Did we
It's a real thing.
did we see the giant? Did we see Solviak and when we were going through anywhere? When they were-
No, but you can hear footfalls above you that are pretty fucking heavy. Could be Blythe, could be Ballista if she's able to walk, or it could be Solviak. Unless Solviak says anything, you don't know.
and I want to take a deep breath again to see if I smell that vermin goblin anywhere.
I don't know. Do you do anything, Slurg, or are you just like sitting above the window listening?
So it's funny that you ask.
Oh no, that's him. now?
I'm going to mimic either one of the guard captains or Blythe
Okay.
himself and try to distract the two guards that are there.
Oh, so the guards that are at Solviak's window, or the ones that are at the bottom of the stairs?
Whatever is easiest to get me into one of the cells.
Well, downstairs is where everybody else is. Solviak is upstairs. He's on the floor level. Up to you what you think is better for you. And again, you don't see Ballista anywhere.
Downstairs is fine.
All right. So you stealth down and you're going to make you sound like Blythe, you said? What are you saying?
As necessary, depending on the guards.
Okay.
And
So,
preferably a route that has 0 guards, but I'll do what I need to do.
well, that one has 2. You're either going to have 2 in or downstairs, or you're going to have 2 that are outside of a window. So basically, here's the entrance. and I'm pinging, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Jotun is like in the room next door to it. You basically go in and hang a right. Or you go in and you go downstairs, and that's where all the prison cells are. I will make your life easier. I will pull a few of these clowns out. You are now at 5 hit points. He's like here. And then Grum.
Feeling much better.
And then Zox. They are like here. Underground, though. So here, I'll put them like this.
Right.
I live underground, baby.
Yeah, you do. And it's a little different this time, though. So, what do you want to sneak by to go in the basement, or do you want to go to the first floor and try to get Solviak out? Your choice.
I'm headed down to where Grum is.
All right. So you head down to where Grum, talking like Blythe.
He's the only one I can trust.
Ryan, you will see that there are social cards on the table. Do you see those? If you click them and you click choose, there's going to be a series of them that you can pick from.
Okay.
And you got persuade, intimidate, deceive, befriend. I don't need to know what you're doing because you don't know what I'm doing. Take that card and drag it to the table for which action you are taking as a social combat versus these guards. Just drag it and drop it on the table. And it'll be face down when you drag it onto the table. Yep. Leave it face down. When you are ready to reveal that card for what you're doing, if you right-click it, it will flip it over. You can pick the flip.
Perfect.
All right.
Indeed.
So the guards are talking to each other as you make your way down. They're like, I can't believe that Blythe took this place over. Yeah, I know. Dad is quite the masterful manipulator. I thought Elvarex's family owned this. Now the guy goes, well, I mean, they owned it, but Blythe is one of Elvarex's kids, right? No, there's no way that guy comes from a dwarf. Look at him. He's like, no, he's one of his kids. Like, I don't believe you. That's what you hear walking downstairs as you go to make the noise and talk like Blythe. If you flip your card for you, I can tell you that currently they are unfriendly. Flip your social card for me. If you click it and right-click it, you can flip it over. You are doing deceive. So when you do deceive, you're doing a social combat roll. I am unfriendly. You have 1 bane to deceive me. Do you have any bonuses to deceiving to put that?
His
I'm a con
looks.
artist.
Your looks.
You are a con artist, and they can't see you right now. It's just a voice, so you're mimicking this. All right. I have a really low will, so
I ask, if they don't know it's me, do I still get the bane or the boon? Yeah, the bane.
Whoa.
You're trying to duplicate their voice.
Oh, another shifting loyalty card for.
The one guy who's downstairs, if you play this, is neutral. He is not friendly toward Blythe. He's the one who's saying that he comes from Elvarex. And he says, and I quote, Elvarex was a good trainer. He is one of the best Ludus owners in the city. Kif has never seen a family like the Elvarex. I think it is bullshit if his son has come here and had his legs cut off. Guy goes, that's just the name of the game, man. Welcome to Kif. This is the city of blood, not the city of rainbows. The fuck is wrong with you? The one guard is friendly. Or sorry, neutral towards you. No bane anymore. So if you look at the social combat stuff, I will pull this up for you and I will show it to everybody. You are rolling with no penalties. The way this works is really simple. What skill you're using is deceive. You're using intellect versus intellect.
Mm-hmm.
Which of your professions apply to you lying like a fucking dog?
Con artist.
Cool. That gives you a boon. I will also give you a boon because he can't see you.
Perfect.
Give me a roll of 2 boons. And I will roll my intellect. Wow, oh, that's Grums. I was gonna be like, wow, you suck.
Ugh.
Yeah, I do.
Now, do you have a favor? Because you can re-roll with a favor.
I don't know that anyone's given me favor.
Does not have a favor.
There's 2 favor in the pool right now. It's just a group pool. You can give it back and forth.
Take it.
I'm not
Take
giving
it.
any out.
Take it, you
Okay,
stinky
all right.
bastard.
I'm
Give me another
rerolling.
roll before I click mine. Come on, Brian.
Jesus.
Oh, hold on here. I have 1 bane. I have a 3.
Nice.
So you critical me. Does anyone, do you have the ability to do extra social damage? Otherwise, you do a D6 plus your intellect.
Plus D6.
Someone did put a social card, so you get 2d6 plus your intellect and damage. This might be enough to beat him to 0 because they have 7.
So 2d6 plus 10.
Your intellect bonus, not your score.
Oh, okay.
Fucking. And I will get rid of this deceive card.
Yeah, Jake Bacon, he did call him dad, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
So is Blythe?
Nice.
Blythe, you start calling the other guard, the one who likes Blythe, goes, "You're an idiot. Go see what Blythe wants." He's like, "I don't want to see what Blythe wants." He's like, "Go see what he wants." The guy walks up the stairs, rounds the corner, and you get rid of one of the guards as he goes to find Blythe, calling out to the arena. Now you have one guard down there.
Giving a boon to social boon. Okay.
What do you want to do?
Distract
You got
him.
one more guard. You gonna
Distract him.
stealth by, or you gonna try to social this guy too?
You just got a boon to your next social roll, Brian.
I'm going to try to distract him so that I can sneak by.
Matt, you see
Okay, so you're not doing
James's
social
comment?
combat. Are you gonna actually do stealth then, or are you gonna do social combat? Is my question.
I'll have to do stealth.
All right, give me your stealth roll. It is shadowy down there, and you get a boon to your roll.
You gonna mark that down, Matt?
Another
Did I
beer?
miss?
Yes. I'm drinking Arctic Panzerwolf. They started bottling it. It used to only be on drafted in table bottles. I'm so happy I can't even tell you.
Tell us, please.
I just did. All right, Brian, is that your stealth?
That is my stealth.
Let me get my perception roll. I got no boons or banes.
Hey, that's not bad. Not bad.
That's not good. He turns laughing and he hits the door, hearing Grum fuck around with his manacles in there. And he's like, "Hey, man, stop it. I don't know what you're doing, but you stop screwing around. Do you hear me?" And he like walks over and like opens the shutter in the door instead of coming in because this guy is not friendly to you. Looks in as Slurg slinks by. The smell of putrid fish following. Whose room are you going to? Are you going to go to, right now, Grum has got a guard at the door, or you can move down to Zax's door, or you can go to any of the other gladiators. If you think somebody else might be helpful to you versus these guys.
So my choices are basically Zax, Grum, or any
Or
of the other.
Any of the other gladiators.
All right.
They didn't die, that didn't get murdered.
I am going
To
to
me,
open,
my stinky friend.
I am going to open the cell to Zax.
I would tell you to roll, but you have keys, so.
Right. And then I take the key ring
Okay.
and I take the keys off.
Mm-hmm.
I put the key ring around my wrist.
Sure, your wrist. Check, okay.
But then I get in the cell. I'm like,
Okay.
Zax,
Yeah, it must be you.
stop laughing.
Okay.
And then I lock the cell again. slink
Okay.
back in the corner, and
And hide.
put the keys away
Fuck it.
in my goblin purse.
Goblin man purse.
What are you doing here?
His goblin. Wait, so I gotta ask a very
I know.
private, doctory question.
I
What
know.
is a goblin's purse?
Man purse. Mhm.
Ooh.
It's like a prison purse, only worse.
Oh, really?
Had to
Really?
ask.
Really?
It's actually a part of their anatomy.
Wow.
I'd like
Oh,
to
Someone
hear
give
that.
thumbs
Is there a
down.
card for rewind?
Give me a thumbs down.
Somewhere Rob Schwalb is like waking up and going,
He's like, what? Toilet wine and prison
toilet
pockets?
wine in his prison purse.
Yeah, goblin pockets. We all know. It's not a secret.
That's canon. There is now goblin pockets.
We all have them.
Wow. Okay.
Goblin purse. That is a thing now. That is
That's-
canon.
What
Zax,
are you doing, man?
I want artwork for that, Brian.
I locked myself in the cell. What do you think I'm doing?
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. That doesn't make any sense.
It makes
He's a goblin.
You realize I've been here the whole time.
Right. Okay. Well, are you gonna break us out or what?
What? Break you out? Oh, that would have been a good idea, but no, I'm gonna stay here in the cell.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna do too.
Yeah, because
So you guys are roommates now. One sleeps under the bed, the other sleeps on top of the bed. The beds are stone slabs with wooden legs with a blanket on them. We're in midsummer, it's around 90 degrees. And I'm going to wrap up our episode tonight with this. Everyone does their 24 hours in their cell. Everyone gets to use their heal, their ability to heal, which if you look at your character sheet, isn't that fucking great?
No,
No, it sucks in this system.
Healing rate?
Yep. Does anyone...
Also, everything rounds down. I mean, it's fucking awesome.
Everything rounds down, so you get your healing rate back as you sleep for the night.
What's that mean? Just 5 points?
Whatever your healing rate is. Everyone's healing rate is different.
Yeah, I haven't read all. I mean, I haven't read the rules
I
yet.
was lucky enough to have 5 points.
I'm running a game with a guy who's never played this right.
What's your health?
I have no idea.
Jimmy?
What?
What's your health?
It says it right below. It says
14.
healing ratio.
Yeah, and it says healing rate 5. Health is
Then you get
23.
You get 5 back.
5 points, yeah. So I'd taken
nice.
some wounds earlier, so that's fine.
That's
Yep.
really good.
So he's a dwarf. So you guys heal up for the evening. They come down the next morning. If you've made friends with one of the Myrmidons, they unlock your cell. So Pivicus comes to, who is that? That
Grum.
was Grum's cell, right? Pivicus? No, Vel. Vel was Grum's.
Okay,
Pivicus
that's right.
was Pivicus was Sylviak. And they let you out and they walk you by themselves. And they are walking you through the main hall. So they are taking you. I'm going to draw a route on here for everybody. And there is a map for this, but I didn't want to display it tonight.
You're fine. This looks
But
good.
we didn't see everything.
No. Well, you've worked here, but you've trained here, but you actually have never been to all the rooms. So
Over
they drag
here,
you this way.
Yeah.
Then they drag you to the side. And they bring you into this big area here out front. This is the closest area to the exit. The roof on the one side is open and natural daylight comes in. There's water, shallow, maybe like 3 foot. There are half-naked people who work here giving food to the different Dominus and Lanistas and the wives of them that are here. There's somewhere around half a dozen Lanistas here, but there's probably 30 people at the party. Not including, and you notice the wife of Elvarex here dressed as the part of Blythe's now wife. You also see people that have worked here before, like the gladiators that are dressed here in just white robes, no weapons. And as you get to the door, they tell you to put these on, and they give you each a toga, and that is it.
Toga.
You get a toga, you do not get armor, they tell you to drop it, and they scrub you clean of all the filth. So they're, unslurred for a while. And for Zox, they try to pull your mask off a couple times, and it does not budge or loosen. And one of them looks at the other, they're like, knife? And one of them goes, no, they can't be bloody. Blythe said make them look as good as possible. Oil them up, they are for sale. They're like, okay, and they start oiling everybody up. Some of the men, the women, everyone who's there, oil up the gladiators. Slurg, they do all that stuff to you if Slurg exited with the group. My question to Slurg is, do you or do you stealth your way here? Instead of, you're gonna go slavery. All right, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. So they slather all of you up with oil and they parade you into the room, and the entire group silences. The audience is talking and the wine drinking, and they start coming up and inspecting each one of you. Sitting in the back, opposite of Blythe, across the room, is the Mistress of Bone, the same one from episode 0. She's back. She's dressed in a black silk robe adorned with skeletal jewelry, rings. Her mask is actually a skull plate that has been dipped in bronze. She's wearing a long, bright red wig. And she is talking to a few of the other, not Lanistas, but just slaves that are going around doling out food. She doesn't seem to care about what's going on. When you were all walked in, she makes eye contact. And the last person to come into the room is Belissa. Bandaged, beaten, and brought in on a large, flat plank that they put across the pool, that shallow 3-foot pool, and she's across. And everyone comes up to her, and you realize that she's been cooked and people grab skewers and start pulling
my
flesh
God.
off her and eating her. The worst part is you can hear her groaning. They did not cook her all the way.
Mhm.
And they're
It's just
feeling
medium rare.
and they're eating her. And we're going to pause there. And our next episode is going to start with social combat. So if you have cards left, stow those.
Yeah.
We'll be doing social combat for the first half of the next episode. I want to say thanks for everybody playing. I had a blast running this tonight. I know it is graphic and violent. If that bothers you, then you're
the
in
show
the wrong
for you.
place. Don't forget, Norse Foundry has 15% off for you through the link in the Twitch stream. And then congrats for your free dice. Get the information from you. We'll get that sent out to you here in the next week. And I want to thank all the people who played. Hey, that mask doesn't come off.
Stuck to your face.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, your
Yeah.
voice.
This is like making
lost your
Danny
balls.
drink. But I want to say thanks to all you guys playing. I know this is one of those
Fun.
things we just all came together, and the idea for this came from one thing, and this is kind of my closing statement. I love running games. I love doing it with friends, and I know Brian and Danny really well, and Casey I met through Brian, but Brian and I played Shadows of the Demon Lord together with Rob Schwalb. He ran it, and I remember getting hit in the face with a penis that had a Jacob's ladder sliding underneath him, and it was an ogre. And since then, I've wanted to play this game and run it all the time. Not because of that scene, because Rob ran
No,
it.
that's what he said.
Yeah, and it's super metal. And then years later, we started really, and I think everyone here, I don't know if Jimmy has yet, we all got into playing Spartacus Blood and Sand, the board game. And I think Brian and I have bonded a lot over the years. So the concept of Spartacus and this is where the stream comes from. The love of two violent, really adult things in a time frame where we can't leave our house. I mean, it's like reaching out and touching somebody with and being able to do it.
Hey, before we break, I just want to say you all can't see all the work that Erik put into Roll20.
I've seen some.
It is fucking amazing. I mean, even behind all that stuff. I mean, he's got the blood trails. It's outstanding. So
Thank you.
It's a joy to play with someone who shows up with a baller move.
It's just going to get worse. I mean, better. And thank you, the Aaron, from Roll20 for helping me get the API for the blood effects to work. The guy has I think Patreon under the Aaron. The dude is amazing. He does all his Patreon is API work for Roll20. So that's it from us.
Yeah.
I will get a link. Thank you so much for watching. A little bit of an audio technical issue in the beginning. We're all worked out. It's better than episode 0, and it's just going to keep getting better with each one. So thank you, crew, for playing tonight. And until next time, I'll see you in the arena.